Is that I muted myself. Hello. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. It's been a day. I've had a rough start to my morning. It's fine. Hello, everybody. I'm here. I've unmuted myself. It's all good. We're fine now. I'm not muted anymore. It'll catch up, I promise. You'll be able to hear my voice. Yay! Hello, hello. Okay, sorry. I know it took it a little while to catch up. I'm sorry. I did catch it. Sooner than normal. None of you tell Chaos Cultist that happened, okay? He'll be, like, he's not in the room currently. I think he's upstairs working. Do not, if he comes down here, don't tell him, okay? It's our secret. I'll tell him later, so that he can cut the muted part. Which thankfully I think was only like maybe a minute. I think he is having a good day. He's working on the video for this weekend, so I'm very excited for that. I have some recording that I'm doing for that this evening. And then I have a little bit more recording for that I'm doing tomorrow. But it should be ready for the weekend. I'm very, very hyped. The weapons turned out very nice. So, all right, let's talk about the project today. As you can see, as I started to explain while I was still muted, I turned my microphone on. I just hadn't unmuted myself in OBS. You think after, nearly 10 years of doing this, I'd have my shit together by now, but no, I actually don't. So it's together, it's solid, it's beautiful. Look at it, it's a big whole honk of resin. This is also together and the wheel spins. Kind of. There's one spike that is really makes it tough to get it past this one edge. Maybe I can maybe if I just sand it down a little bit, maybe that'll work. Still gets stuck a little. All right. Sand it a little bit more then. I'm sure it'll still hurt somebody if they get run over by it. It just won't quite stab them so viciously anymore. All right, there we go. There we go. Now it spins better. So yeah, the wheel spins. Lovely. And we now need to attach this here. Now I'm hoping I can actually get it. Hold on, I got it wedged in there really nicely before, and now I'm struggling. Why am I struggling? Is it because I'm finally live and now it's not gonna let me do it properly? Come on, ship. Come on. Why are you fighting me? Why are you actually fighting me? This definitely does go here. I literally got this together just a moment ago. What is happening now? Nothing should have been messed with other than what has happened? What am I doing wrong? Am I crazy? Okay, I'm gonna open the instructions because I swear, yeah, the glue worked well. The glue worked great. I need to find it. I set it somewhere. Aha. I also need to get my spritzer. So yeah, the glue worked great. Took a while to set, but it was fine. Right? Like, it should go. You slotted in there so nicely. What happened? Also, why is my nose suddenly running? What has happened to me? What did you guys do? I blame you, chat. It's your fault. No. Okay, so Angela, stop panicking. I see where it's supposed to slide. I don't think the wheel is causing a problem. Let's spin it. Okay, yeah, so you sit in there, and then This side is suddenly not wanting to go in. Why aren't you going in? Did a piece of resin suddenly block you? How strange. All right, I'm gonna sand a little bit. I'm also gonna grab my, where's my mask? There it is. Also, yes, let me, before I start sanding, let me say hi to everybody. Hello to everybody who is in chat. There are so many of you screaming at me about being muted for so long. It's actually not that long, but I did have to scroll up quite a bit. Hello, Havman. Hello, Neo in Wonderland. Luke as well. Red Hood Venom, Matthew White, Time Lord Guy, Captain Comic Geek, and I think that's everybody who has been chatting. And now Michael Gibson. Hello. What am I building, Michael? That is an excellent question. I am building an alternative sculpt for an orc war rig, but this one is specifically a Kromlech version, which is a Polish company that you can order alternative sculpts for. They're usually in either resin, which is what this one is, or MDF. They actually do a lot of MDF ones. I actually have a couple of orc trucks that are all MDF. I haven't actually tried building them yet because I've only built terrain out of MDF. I've never built physical models I'd be using in the games themselves and handling a lot more. And I don't know if I like or am cool with the concept of how sharp I feel like all that would be, or how rough the edges might be, but maybe I just need to sand it a little bit more. And I don't actually know if it's MDF specifically. It's whatever that chunky, it's this particle board stuff. So it's made out of this stuff. This is a Necron piece that I have not built yet. That's a terrain piece. Might also be an obelisk, I can't remember. But it's made out of that stuff. And I've not done any of that, but I've built some of the resin things, and this is the largest resin thing that I've built from them. So it's an orc war wagon, but it is specifically designed to look like a pirate ship because Kromlech, what they like to do is they'll theme all of their alternative sculpts. So they have an entire pirate themed orc army basically that you can get. They have one or two other themes for the orcs, and then they have some Imperial Guard alternatives as well as some Mechanicus. I think there's some other stuff, but the resin ones, which is what I was mostly looking at, seems to be predominantly Imperial or orc. But really cool stuff. I highly recommend you check them out. Now, actually, if you go to my link tree, it should still work. As far as I know, it still works. I actually have a coupon discount code for Kromlech. So if you go into my link tree, which should be in the video description, and then find the Kromlech ad, that as far as I know, that still works. So, and it also gives a nice little kickback to me. So feel free to take advantage of that. This, it's just a Mountain Dew. I also have water. I'm not gonna drink the glue. I might be silly sometimes, but I'm not that silly to drink the glue. The most that would happen is maybe I drink the paint water. I just realized I didn't bring any of my orcs down to paint them. I'll have to go grab those in a moment. But let's get this glued first anyways, because it needs it. Now, I'm gonna chillax. I'm just gonna gently, I seriously fit this in fine earlier, literally just before stream. Why is it not working now? Oh my God, I know why it's not working, because I was holding it upside down. That's what was wrong. I knew there was something weird happening. Okay, there we go. So it's supposed to sit like that. I'm so smart. Like that. Woo. So that's the foundation. Look how freaking big this thing is. I can't wait to paint it. It's gonna be so fun. But we need to get glue on this side. I also need a paper towel because my glue requires activation. And it needs some dampness. Oh, thank you, Gavin's PlayStation channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody that drops me a like on the video. It lets YouTube know that, hey, I'm doing something that you guys enjoy and maybe they should show it to more people. So appreciate that very much. There is a steam tank. Yeah, that is cool. I love the Empire steam tank. Okay, before I attach this, I am gonna do a smidge of cleanup, which means I'm gonna don the mask. Shouldn't muffle me too much. I was listening to the stream the other day and it sounded fine, so. Don't mind me just masking up because of the resin dust. How's the music for you guys, by the way? Sound good? Not too loud, not too soft? Music's good? Excellent. Thank you. I was really impressed with how well this has come together so far, honestly, guys. Most of my experience with resin has been GW resin, so like fine cast. And I feel like that is a absolutely goddamn nightmare to work with. Whereas this has not been so bad. I have yet to break anything. So I'm feeling confident. Because most of my time, like my issue with resin is I am inevitably breaking something. Is usually what happens. All right, get a little bit more dampness on there. Get my glue open. It's entirely possible that you guys have seen each other in like Shay's stream if you both have watched her as well. Where did I put all of my Q-tips? It's time to cook. You know, I've actually never watched Breaking Bad. I know like some of the memes. And I know generally like vaguely what happened, but haven't actually watched it. I don't think anything else is connecting right now. So we're just gonna make sure we smear that around. Boop. Okay. I've got some clamps ready off to the side. Oh, nope. Fucking stop trying to put it in that way, Angela. It's the wrong way. Pay attention to the orientation of the skull. Okay. In theory, I'm just gonna set it there for a second while I grab clamps. I guess I don't need this on anymore. I'm not creating resin dust. Okay, let's get this over here. Now I need these two pieces to put pressure on each other. How do I do, I think I need to put, can I do this? Yes, okay. Okay, Okay, I think that will do it. I'm also gonna see if maybe I can clamp it right there. Does that matter? I don't really think it does, actually. Okay, I'm gonna release it. Okay, that's fine. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it in the vise over here, like we did before. I need to open it a little bit wider because I'm putting a little bit more of the clamp itself in there. Okay, I think that'll be held. Just gonna do a little inspection. Yeah, it looks honestly pretty good. Looks good, chat. All right, let's prep the next areas or the next things that I need to attach. Possibly see if we can get them attached. And then I'll go grab some actual boys to paint. I forgot to grab them in my prep time. I was doing, basically what happened is this morning, I finished the final wet sanding on the plasma pistol that some of you guys might have seen last time. And then I also finished the wet sanding on the splinter pistol. Took care of my plants and all that, and then like started getting ready for stream, and then I had to eat lunch. And I ran out of time. Oh, you're watching the... All you know about is a guy who tries to cure his cancer by becoming a drug dealer. I don't think he's trying to cure his cancer as much as he's just trying to make a shit ton of money to pay for like treatment for his cancer or something. Isn't that what it is? I don't actually know though. The chilies are doing great. I actually have a couple that I need to harvest off of the tree. Off the tree, it's not a tree, off the plant. Called it a tree. I was thinking about cherries for some reason. I don't know why. So there's that. I need to dry them so I can turn them into chili powder. Sometimes the noises the 3D printer makes like freaks me out. All right, let me get my bag of stuff. And get my instructions back open. Okay, so yeah, we attached that. Now we need to find what piece is that? Okay, looking for a small rectangular piece that has, I think it's this one. Yes, tools on it, a grate, that pipe, yep, this is the one I need. And then I also need a set of stairs, a little set of stairs. Hello, stairs? Where are you? Get that out. It's another little orc. Oh my God. Look at his outfit. Look at his like scale mail. Is it focusing on him? It is. Okay, there you go. Look at that. He doesn't have a head. Man, that looks good though. These guys are so, like the Kromlech orcs are very fun to paint. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought he was trying to make money to like, basically for his family because he wasn't, like, he was like, well, if I'm gonna if I'm not gonna last for very long, let me at least try to put my family in a good position. Because he was a teacher or something, right? That was what he was prior. That's why he was like a chemistry teacher, hence how he knows how to make a meth. Because that's what he's making, right? That's the crystal blue stuff. That's why we're cooking, right? All right, where is my clippers? Clippers, where are you, clippers? Here, clippers. Clippers? Clippers? Hello, clippers? Genuinely, where are my clippers? They shouldn't have moved from this space. What did I do with them? They have a blue handle with a piece of tape on them, and I feel like I'm going crazy because I can't find them. No, clippers, where are you, clippers? Chat, do we see it anywhere? What? Where are my clippers? Where would I have taken them? I've literally been doing everything in this space. Did Chaos Cultists take them somewhere? Are they like over yonder? No? They're not by the 3D printer. Okay, well, I was going to wait to grab the orcs until I had gotten a few more things clipped out. I seriously feel like I'm insane. Did they get put in this? Maybe, like my sculpting tools? Under the mask? No, I checked. They're not under the mask. It's a good call. What the fuck? What? Did I bring them? I must have brought them inside for some reason. I just am I'm genuinely confused. All right, well, I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll bring you guys with me. Actually, well, should I mute myself? I don't know. Chaos Cultist is upstairs just doing like work, so I don't think I'll bother him. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to find my clippers. Are they under this box? Like, I did a minor amount of tidying just before I began, but like, I don't remember moving them or seeing them there. Did they get put into a drawer? I'm just like eliminating all possibilities that they're in this room before I leave. Under the computer? No, they're definitely not under the computer. I've already checked under there. Yeah, they're not in here. I must have just taken them inside for some reason. So I'll be right back. And then we'll actually continue doing this. Oh, yep, there they are. I must have done some cleaning up in here or something. That must be what it is, chat. Otherwise, I have no idea why they're in there. Found them. Got them. They were hiding. My assumption is I remember I at least was doing like a tiny amount of cleanup on these little cute planters that Chaos Cultist had printed me. I'm wondering if maybe I had just like done it all there. But okay. Piece that I need, stairs that I need. Everything else can go back in there. Okay. It was a ghost, obviously. Yes, yeah, no, clearly, my house is haunted. Whew. Maybe the clippers themselves are just haunted. Maybe that's what it is, but we solved it. We solved the mystery of the missing clippers. All right, massive going back on because I need to do some sanding. Crisis averted. The mystery has been solved. I didn't even have to call the Scooby Gang. I know it's probably copyright. How old is Scooby-Doo? Has Scooby-Doo fallen into like... Actually, no. Has it fallen into the copyright free like realm because of the Velma show, or was that an officially? I don't actually know. The point is imagine if when Scooby-Doo, much like the old version of Mickey Mouse is now like free to use. When Scooby-Doo becomes free to use, you could have Mystery Inc. I guess it's really Mystery Inc. that you want to be free to use. I don't think you necessarily care about like Scooby-Doo specifically, but you want like Mystery Inc. so that you can have that van. And then you just literally, when people like lose things, they call you. I think that'd be amazing. I think that would be so funny. It's probably not nearly as amusing as I think it is. Fortnite is using them? Yeah, but Fortnite like just gets licenses for everything because everything wants to be in Fortnite. Because all the kids, that's where all the kids are. Just the very, very, like Steamboat Willie version. The like old black and white version. That's why, so is Winnie the Pooh. He's not in the, in that realm of cartoons yet. It's just, like I said, it's not the, like, you can't use, like, modern Mickey. Like, the one in full color or whatever. But if you wanted to use Steamboat Willie, like that version of Mickey, his 1930s version? Yes, that is in the copyright-free realm now. Or public domain. Thank you, that's what it's called. I was like, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's public domain. So they didn't get it back. There's versions of Mickey that is in the, yeah, Winnie the Pooh, that's because of that horror movie. The whole reason that horror movie was able to come out was because Winnie the Pooh had gone into the public domain. Oh, TMNT's still owned. They bought that. They got a license. That's a collab. Oh, I do need to do a little bit of cleanup. I was like, oh man, the stairs are really nice and clean. I don't need to do any sanding. Rotate the whole thing, Angela. Let's see if we can scrape some of this off first. Make our sandpaper last a little bit longer. But also, there we go. There we go. That worked actually really well. Popeye's been in the public domain, I think, for a while. I don't know about Bambi. Tintin's public domain now? I guess that would track. It is old enough. That's wild to think about, though. Okay, I'm gonna look at my instructions to see where these go. I see. Okay. Well, first, let's get that into place. It might be time for the tiny clamp. Ah! Dropping things on the floor. Spritz bottle. Ooh! Oh my god. I'm so fumbly suddenly. Captain Comics, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but please turn your caps lock off. Guys, we can't turn everything into a horror game. or horror thing. It gets boring then. I feel like, unfortunately, like that's just a bunch of people trying to capitalize on the like Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? Because it's all mascot horror, basically at that point. Okay, let's get that lined up. Perfect. Oh, no problem, no problem. It just feels like you're shouting at everybody. At least when it's in the at least when it's in the stream. Let me grab. Is this gonna be too firm of a clamp? I know it's really. Oh God, it is. Ooh. Nope, don't pop out of the. Nope, nope, it's gonna be too firm. I guess I'll try one of this, the one of the little. I guess this will probably be okay to work. You know what I mean? Maybe if I do just on this side. I'm impressed by like how much like intensity this fucking spring has, guys. Ugh. I should do this for a workout. Cause I have to use like my really squeeze. To really squeeze. All right, here's the really long one. I don't want the really long one. I want the shorter one. All right, I'm gonna just see about reinforcing this. Hopefully this one will not take that long. And then we can assemble it into that because it's gonna basically go on the front of that. Could I get it in there while it's doing this? I mean, possibly, I just don't know how much support I would have on the front of the ship, you know, that's kind of the problem. Oh, I'm certain the last season of The Witcher is gonna bomb. Who's, like, the problem is, like, at this point, like, with Henry Cavill not doing it anymore, like, who is interested? I really don't know who's interested in The Witcher now that, like, because I feel like everybody was really into it because they're like, oh, Henry Cavill, that's really cool. He likes the games. He's read some of the novels, I think. At minimum, he respects them. He respects the character. And it's Henry motherfucking Cavill. Everybody loves him. So, like, that was really great. And then all the BS that happened with that, all the controversy, all of, like, his falling out with the director, et cetera, et cetera. And it just doesn't look good. The new season. I honestly, I thought they had just canceled it. Okay, the next piece that we're gonna need is this, and then some walls. Ooh, okay. Oh, why did you put it on that? Kromlech. Okay, it's fine. Fixed it. They put it on the, like, their sculpted little round ball thing. That's annoying. Let's see if I can kind of smooth it to get it a little bit round again anyways. I should put the mask on. I say as I cough. Yeah, public domain's very like funky because like you can have a character who's had like rebranding like Mickey Mouse. And that's why like the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse is available in public domain, but like none of the other versions of Mickey Mouse are. And what I think what Disney did is they didn't get Steamboat Willie back specifically, but I think they like managed to then extend the time on a lot of their other Mickey copyrights, because that's how that works. There was a great actually Legal Eagle episode about copyrights that talks a lot about it, because I think it was around the time when Mickey had gone into public domain. So if you just like search like Legal Eagle and public domain Mickey on Google, I'm sure you'll find it. Great stuff. Love his channel, by the way. Okay, I think I salvaged the little rivets, thankfully. I do have a little bit more cleanup I need to do on this flat edge that I think is going to be a connection point. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that's what always happens. Anytime these executives realize that they're like, oh my God, our copyright's coming up. Let's see how we can get that extended. And, you know, they try to do it as long as they can. That was stupid. I have a mask on. Can't blow things off when you have a mask on, Angela. Okay, that feels good. It's gonna go against the stairs. And that's the connection point for the walls. Okay, so let's find the curved walls. So I think it's obviously gonna be this one and this one, because I don't really think there's any other curved ones. Okay. Got it. Yeah, these are definitely the ones. Clips, clip. And the other side. Snip, snip. There. Okay, so, oh, and then one other thing I want to find is this. Is this piece? Yep, that's our little goblin. Clean up the bottom. This piece is gonna look so cool. Oh, Luke, thank you so much for the £2 donation. Angela, can you wash your hands and put gloves on? Sure, if it'll make you feel better, Luke, I'll put some gloves on. Give me 1 second. Hello, Larry's Geek World. How you doing? I'm sorry your physical therapy got canceled. hands were slightly damp. Now my gloves don't want to go on. Oh, with the gluing? The gluing is the part that I'm less worried about. It's more the resin dust. Oh, hold on. Take that off so it doesn't tear the glove, because otherwise it will. It's got a pointy bit. All right, there you go. Ooh, that's an unpleasant noise. Sorry about that, chat. It's fine. There's no dust on this as far as I can see. Listen, I'll put it over here, further away. Calm down. Okay, where is... Yeah, check this. I want to check this on... No, this actually goes onto this. Okay. How? Ah, like that. Okay, perfect. So that looks pretty good. It's gonna sit just over top that. So I do think I want to clean this a bit more. Where is my mold line remover? Where did I put? There it is. I don't know why I went southern, but I did. We'll just put me in a full hazmat suit. How's that sound for everybody? At all times. And then I'll be protected no matter what. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Just full on hazmat slash fire like protected suit. Nice. I don't think I've ever gotten a resin splinter, but I also don't work with resin often enough to have experienced that. Nor, frankly, do I want to. That sounds awful. I've gotten glass splinters, I've gotten wood splinters. I don't want to really enjoy the idea of, I'm gonna get my blower. I'm gonna get my blower, hold on guys. Ooh, I'm off camera. Imagine if you were all like toddlers and I just start talking to you off camera because you didn't see me and you have no like object permanence, you're just like freaking out. I'm glad that that's not how chat actually is. I'm glad that y'all have objects permanence and you know that I'm just walking off camera. Okay. This one feels pretty clean now. That feels good. All right, let's do the other piece. Okay. I really doubt anybody's gonna give me a hazmat suit. Who said that? Oh my God, it was a ghost, everybody. It was a ghost. I keep telling you, I'm haunted. You don't believe me, but we've had multiple instances on this stream alone as unrefutable proof that I have ghosts. I hope somebody out there is just really gullible and they're like, oh my God, I think she might. It would be me. I would be that person. Dun, 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 dun. Curse you, curved pieces. Oh, thank God you have a flat bottom. Okay. Said no one ever. Okay, that looks good. That's gonna be so good. All right, that was my squeal of joy. That was my squeal of joy. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Ghosts are real, you're right. Boo! It is spooky season after all. It is spooky season. I hope there's small children walking by my house right now and they're like, oh my God, do you think that lady's house is actually haunted? Yes. I'm a ghost. A box ghost. Ooh. Shout out to Box Ghost. One of my favorite ghosts. Is that a little, I don't think that's supposed to be there. Thank you. Get off. A little support. A 1999 UK hazmat? Dude, listen, that sounds cool and vintage. I know it's not like that old, but I don't know, it's from my childhood, man. Did my screen just get darker? What? There we go. If it did, I've upped it anyways. Fuck yeah, Danny Phantom references, because it's the best. I love Danny Phantom. Such a good show. It's so sad when it did not get renewed. Danny Phantom, Kim Possible. Man, fucking great cartoons. Not yet. Last year we had the small issue of our Halloween decorations got blown around because it was a really windy October. I haven't actually looked to see if it's supposed to be as windy this season, but we've been a little hesitant to put them out quite yet. But we'll probably put them out soon. We're also going to 3D print some like indoor decorations for ourselves as well, since we can. Just clean up this little gobbo's head. Sometimes it just makes noises and they're unexpected and I'm like, is it okay? It appears to be okay. Being a little bit anal about like some mold lines and stuff just because this is going to be such a huge piece. It will be a statement piece. Like I might take it to a show or something. I don't know what that whistle was. Did you guys hear that? Was that my printer? Is that outside? I have no idea. Nice. Need a black Halloween tree with orange and purple tinsel. Oh, that would be so cool. Dude, I'm really excited. Actually, the Spirit's supposed to have, like, to stay open for Christmas this year, I think. So I'm like, oh, are they gonna have like Halloween Christmassy decorations? Like, are they gonna do a like goth Christmas? Because that'd be sick. I would love me some goth Christmas. This guy's what I was cleaning. Okay, let's get back to this. You know, I will say, while I find resin a bit finicky and kind of a pain in the ass sometimes to glue, just because it requires so much like downtime of you having to wait on the glue to set because you got to use epoxies to really get it to secure to itself. At least the mold lines do clean up pretty fracking well. Because the resin's soft enough, you can just kind of very gently sand everything down. And make it real nice. It did almost sound like a drill, right? Like, it was so weird. Maybe somebody else is doing stuff in the garage and I'm just like, huh? I'm just hearing it. That looks good. A little bit there. I've been dampening the glue so that it like sets appropriately. Is that what you mean? So it's gonna do that. Where's my instructions? I know, you're sideways, so you're not gonna see my face. Can you let me put my number in? Okay, I think it just sits in the edge. So it's gonna do, this is what we're doing. I think he needs to be upside down though. So I think he's supposed to be like this. So it needs to go like that. But that's what we're working on. I don't think I can actually do anything with that yet. What I do wanna check is how secure do I think, how long have I been going? I've been going for about an hour. Do you guys, okay, so chat, can you tell me roughly, it didn't take me that long since getting started to get the big pieces glued together, right? What if I hold it? What if I do this? Because, where's my other, oh, there it is. I'm gonna keep this top one on. I'm gonna release the bottom. Okay. That seems pretty good. Enough for me to start doing this. Aha, okay, so it goes like that. Okay, it's definitely not sealed. Okay, that's fine. That's what we were trying to figure out. Is this together or not? And no, 'tis not. I'm holding the wrong thing. Oop. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna set that off to the side. We're gonna let this just sit for right now. I'm gonna take the mask off. Okay. I guess the question is, do I want to keep working on cleaning up pieces? Or should I go grab some of my orcs to paint? What time is it? It is 1:57. Okay. About a half an hour. Okay. It's been only 25 minutes since I clamped the big piece. Did it take me that long to get it together? I mean, that tracks. I was muted for like a minute at the beginning, so. Alligator skeleton to your sister in Florida would be great. I mean, if she's not doing that on her own, I mean, she needs to get with it. Okay, so it's only been about a half an hour. Very well, very well. Then in that case, I'm going to put you guys on BRB just very briefly. I'll probably be gone for like maybe 10 minutes. I'm gonna go and grab some of my boys, some of my other Kromlech orcs that I've been off and on painting for, we're not gonna talk about how many years. And I will get working on them while we let some of these things set. And hopefully, before we end the stream today, I can get this other pieces that we just cleaned up onto the boat. Because I'd feel really good actually if we got the bulk of that together. Because then at that point it is working on some of like smaller, more fiddly pieces and just putting like walls and stuff on. And I feel like it'll be a bit more of a quick process. Will be great. You do respect the gators. No skeletons allowed. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that the problem? Is you respect them too much so you can't put their skeletons in your yard? And if you do you invoke an evil gator spirit if you put a skeleton of one in your yard and then you get haunted? Is it like the Great Pumpkin? But the Great Alligator? All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, one other thing I want to do. I love the cannonballs. Did you guys see these? This is attached to the thing with the stairs. I don't know where those are gonna go, but I can't wait. I also love the little ladder. Like the details on these resin pieces is great. Like look at that fucking little ladder going up. I think it actually goes like this. I think it might go this direction. For them to climb up. God, so good. Okay. Let me move these pieces. I can't wait to put the wheels on. Wheels! Move that. That one needs to stay. You know what? I'm gonna put the other one back on just to be safe. Just to make sure that we're really on there and it's not pulling itself apart or something. I really doubt it would, but I don't know. I just had a sudden terrifying image of that happening. All right, I'm gonna set this over here because I want it out of my way. I'm gonna set these orc guys over there. Those are my pieces that I need. This is my scrap. Is there a point for me to keep this scrap? Probably not. I don't really want to use it on my dry brush board. So I think I'm just gonna toss it. Boop. Which I moved over here. Hiya! All right, and little vacuum to get all the resin fibers off so I can take my gloves off for a little bit. I don't know if Rudy is in chat, but Rudy, if you are, thank you so much again for sending this. I have used it basically to clean up after all of my hobby projects, basically since you sent it to me. It has been delightful. Woo! No more adulting for the day. Woohoo! Okay, desk is cleaned. That's off to the side. Let's toss these. Boop. All right, I will now be right back. Like I said, I'll be gone like maybe just 20 minutes, so I'll see you guys at like 2:12 or your regional equivalent. And we'll be back very shortly, and this will just sort of count as my break for the stream since I need to go grab some stuff to paint, refresh my water, etc. So I'll be back very shortly, guys. Hello? All right, here we go. I am back. I am back. Oh no, did I leave the microphone going? Or it was... Ah, okay. I think I did mute it, but I think I might have unmuted it back again. It's fine. I didn't get any nibbles or well, I have hydration. I have my water. I refreshed that, but what I did get is thanks to paint. So let me pull them. I had to figure out how to get it all down here in one go. Oh my gosh. Immediately dropping things, everybody. Immediately dropping things. So did you just get to listen to the printer then? Is that what you guys were listening to, the of the printer? The printer and my stunning footsteps. Excellent. Well, that's great. I wasn't too worried about it. Literally, all you would have heard me do is talk to Chaos Cultist about how good I think the 3D printing video that we're working on is going. So it was lovely. Well, good. Yeah, I mean, at least it's some nice white noise for you. I think I accidentally was the music gone? Because I think that's what happened is I think I accidentally muted the music and then unmuted my microphone. Because it did, I went up there and was like, I don't know, I think I muted myself, but who knows. All right, let me get a little bit of stiff out of the way, set up. There we go. My water, get in there, thank you. And so this is the boy that I painted actually a long time ago. He's done. And I love how he turned out. So I brought him down because I have a variety of other lads who are nearly finished. These actually have been sitting on my shelf, nearly done for ages, but they're not done. So hopefully today I'll finally finish this squad of 5 boys that have been taunting me for like 3 years or something really dumb and long like that. Which, don't get me wrong, I like long things, especially when they're big and thick, but not when they've been taunting me and sitting on my shelf unfinished for far too long. So that's what we're doing today. We're finishing these orcs while we let some of these things glue, and then we'll keep working on that. Yeah, no, I was reading it. I was reading your chat before I fully came back in to be like, why does it look like they've been listening to something? Because they're talking about like noises. Have they been hearing my printer? You have a whole army of Primaris that went on hold around 23. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, these guys have been in my like to finish. Like there's literally like this dude, for example, has a tentacle, some ammo. Oh, I should have brought Grayseer down. Did I not bring, or not Grayseer, Basilicanum. Fuck. He might be able to run it down to me. Hold on, let me see. Is he on? Oh, he's not on Discord. Okay, hold on. Maybe he'll respond to my text. Can you please bring me Basilicanum Gray? It's the one paint. God, I hate touchscreen typing. I forgot. I swear, like I feel like my spelling has gotten infinitesimally worse since I had to start just only ever using touchscreen typing instead of, I miss when phones had keypads. I miss the keypad. I'm old and I miss the keypad. I have no idea. I don't have a lot of hope or expectation of the Warhammer TV show, but I do feel like I think I've heard stuff about it. Yeah, he's doing Highlander, I know that. And I know that, oh, who was it? Somebody recently like was confirmed as cast in that. And I don't remember who it was. It's the guy, it's whoever's playing his mentor. Who was it that I saw that got cast as his mentor? I never watched Highlander either. But I'm kind of interested to see it because this is gonna have, it's a wrestler. It's a pro wrestler, I remember, because it was relevant because Batista was also on it. Who was cast as his mentor? No, Dave Bautista's in it. Oh, maybe, Dave Bautista, I'm sorry, you're right. Dave Bautista is the mentor. My apologies. I'm thinking of the guy who was playing the son of a character or something like that. There's another pro wrestler that was recently cast. Sean Connery played the mentor in the past. Yes, Sean Connery played the mentor in the original, I believe, movie. Dude, I was looking up because I didn't realize how much Highlander content was actually made. Have you guys actually looked at the list of the sheer number of movies, novels, comics, and television shows that are actually all just focused on Highlander? Because it's a shit ton. Drew McIntyre, thank you, that's who it was. Drew McIntyre is playing the brother of, is he the brother of the Highlander, like the guy who's playing Highlander? I didn't remember looking into it that much. I just was like, oh, Drew McIntyre was cast in a movie, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for remembering that and or looking it up. Yeah, touchscreen typing is the worst, I agree. I completely agree. Now, are you done? No, you have a couple of teeth as well. That need... I really don't like this white putty, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. So the one that I actually think was really cool looking was like the animated television show. That one looked great. Okay, I'm gonna start with this guy because I think he might be pretty quick and easy to. Chaos Cultist is way too involved. All right, I'm gonna go grab the last paint that I need, the gray. I'm gonna leave this here. You can continue to listen to the printer. I'm not gonna bother going to the be right back screen. I'm just gonna run upstairs really quick. But I think he's too invested in his editing, which is fine. I'm happy that he's doing that. So I'm gonna just go grab it really quick. Yeah, the Highlander animated series, the one that was on like, I think it was like Fox or something, like it was Fox Cartoons or something like that. But yeah, and Russell Crowe's in it too. Yes, that's absolutely accurate. Russell Crowe is also supposed to be in the new one. I'm excited to watch the new one. As somebody who's never watched the old ones, it'll be my first like introduction to Highlander, and I'm optimistic, fingers crossed, that it's not gonna suck. Anyways, I'll be right back. I need to go grab actually two paints. I'm gonna grab a Silicam Gray and a Yondian Yellow, or some other yellow. I need a yellow. I realized I didn't bring one down. So I'm gonna go grab those, and I'll be right back. Chica. For any of you that might be wondering what the fuck I'm doing. I'm so excited for season 2 of One Piece. That's random. But I had things in my hands and I was like, how do I dance with these? I'm gonna do the Nika dance. I actually don't know when the Highlander film's coming out. Okay, we got the Basilicum Gray down here. I've got a yellow, my favorite yellow, Iron Jaws yellow. Oh, D&D was great. We did a little bit in D&D. We got some setup and we did some leveling up and we did some shopping. Because we're in a town right now. We're currently in Skullport. So we're doing some stuff for a drow. One of our party members has been cursed by that drow, so that if we don't do this thing for them, I'm pretty sure she's gonna die. So we're a little worried about that. None of us can curse break yet. So we're just gonna do the thing. The adventure that we're going to be going in is actually, Chaos Cultist is going to have us divert into a little mini adventure where we are running the campaign that you get with the D&D Lego set that Lego put out like a year or two ago now. You might have seen me build it on stream at one point, but it's super cool. Have not run it yet. We've been wanting to for a while, so this is kind of our way to insert that into our campaign. Use that little mini dungeon and run it. So I'm very excited. I know nothing about it, but he is getting like that prepped and everything. So very excited. I was about to be like, did I not bring any brushes down here with me? But I did. I'm not a complete moron. Yes. She and I talked about Silent Hill. I basically ran through my theory that I had talked about at the end of my playthrough, and she's playing through New Game Plus, so she has some other additional thoughts about it, which I definitely have found interesting. But I'm like, my problem is I know the true, quote unquote, true ending is like, you gotta play through the game like 3 times. So I'm just gonna wait for somebody else to do that and find out what it is. In Silent Hill, F, my ending that I got, which I think is the canon ending for like just everybody in their first playthrough, was that I think I was murdering everybody in town. Like my Hinako went crazy and just started murdering everybody. Is this the guy I wanted? Yes, because these are the cables. There we go. Yeah, we were, she shook hands with the drow lady and then suddenly was cursed. But it's okay, it's fine. We're just gonna run this deal for him. It's not like my family hasn't had like ties with the drow before, so it wouldn't be the first time we've worked with them. Should be fine, should be fine. Canonically in the game, my orc is part of a family of this. Well, we don't call ourselves this, but some might, of criminals. And so we've worked with the drow before. I'm not really that worried about it. I'm also just really excited to run the D&D, the Lego D&D game. All right, I think that feels pretty good with the yellow. I'm gonna put some yellow in this glass. Because I don't know, that just makes it look cool to me. Love it. And then we just need some skeleton horde. Are they getting shorter? I mean, I don't think so. My legs are just infinitely growing. God, I don't want to actually do that. That's like basically what like the Big Show had to deal with and stuff because of his giantism. I think that's also what Andre the Giant was suffering from, right? Was it that his bones just never stopped growing? And that's why he was so fucking tall and huge. Was because he just kept growing. That would, ugh. Imagine if it was isolated to just your legs though. You'd be like this freak of nature down the line. You just have like super long legs, but like your upper body was like proportional. I wonder if that happens. Like, I don't know how that actually, like how that, like, I don't know if it's a, I guess, disease, like works. If it can be isolated to just one section of your body or if it's just all your bones end up growing, like universally. It'd be kind of a cool monster in like a body horror game, honestly. Really? Do our noses and ears never stop growing? I don't feel like my nose has gotten bigger. I mean, I know it's like how our fingernails and hair work. And technically we're like always like shedding skin and producing, like creating new skin. Imagine if we were like snakes and we had to shed our skin all at once rather than in like small flakes where it's unnoticeable. Just, there'd be like human-shaped skin. Human-shaped skin like just out and about. I mean, if one of those legs kept growing, I don't know, you might not have as many problems. You could just like start a new career. Oh, I can see you're into your mouth a little bit, I see. Okay, fine. This is why we brought the Vulpus Pink down. Vulpus Pink. Oh my God, that didn't do what I wanted at all. Okay, please cooperate with me. I know you wanna make me angry and fuck up my painting, Mr. Brush. But please don't. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. I'll just throw you into the trash. Do you want to do that? Do you want to go into the trash? You just start like shit talking your brushes. Cooperate with me, damn it! Inanimate object with no soul. Or comprehension of anything because you don't have a brain. I don't know if he like poured it into a bath, but I definitely know he drank a lot because it took like it forever to affect him because his body was huge. And so he was able to process it so easily that it, like in order for him to get drunk, he really had to like drink a lot, which of course is not healthy for him at all. I always remember like the picture of him like holding a beer can, and it looks like the mini cans that I have for my sodas, but like in a full grown man's hand. But then his hand is like humongous because he was a giant. What if they have no mouth but must scream? I mean, I think that's a book. Oh, did he not? Oh, okay. Okay. Andre the Giant, though, did have a giantism, didn't he? That's at least what I thought. Big Show didn't even have giantism, and they call him the Giant. Man. What won't WWE? Never mind. I'm not going to go there. That skull looks good. Decently happy with the yellow. The pink looks like it's dried, so let me go ahead and pop out. That's what I thought. Okay, the one thing that I'm realizing, if I do want to keep doing workout here, is I will probably want to get some slightly better lighting. If I'm going to end up painting out here, maybe. If I don't end up painting out here, it probably will be fine. But the overhead light is not super great. But I think it'll be fine for right now. It's just something I must consider for the future. For the future of the channel. Dun, 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 dun. Dramatic. Okay, that feels good. I'm so nervous for this video coming out this weekend. Like, I really hope it does well. I don't see why it wouldn't do well. We're literally talking about making, like, Warhammer props. So, I feel like that's gonna be something people are really interested in. I just really hope it does well. Meep. I think that's cleaned up. Just gonna touch up on a few areas here, make sure those look good. I need to do those in Skeleton Horde. And then, is there anything else? I'm gonna slightly repaint these just because I got there's like a little bit of pink from the plasma on these cables, and I don't like how it looks. With the yellow, it makes it look a little too orangey. So I'm just gonna touch those up a smidge. And I think it'll be good. I'll just go back over them with yellow in a second. Okay. Well, you know, for being a supreme being, like a Time Lord, that sort of makes sense. What it was is Andre the Giant was picked up by Hulk Hogan. And they made a really big deal about it during the pay-per-view that it happened on. However, don't let WWE know this, but Andre and like Hulk picked up Andre all the time. Like not all the time, but there's been many other occasions prior to the big, I think it was it Mania 3? Is that when it happened? I know it was one of the early ones. It wasn't Mania 1. Was it Mania 1? Or was it Mania 3? I feel like it was 3. Pro wrestling fans in chat, correct me because I'm probably wrong, but I feel like it was 3. And basically like Hulk Hogan picked him up and then like he went and tossed him over. Okay, it was 3. That's what I thought. And that happened at WrestleMania 3, but like Hogan had done that to Andre like multiple times. I think both at other smaller pay-per-views, just not WrestleMania, and also house shows. So it really was not that big of a deal. I mean, it was. People freaked out, but it's really funny how much of a big deal they still make about it, even though it's very, very well documented that that was not the actual first time Hogan did it. It's still impressive. Andre's a big fucking guy. Not to say that Hogan was a small guy, but like, Andre was definitely bigger. That looks good. Let's go ahead and get the bones and teeth on here. Need some more paint. Oh, is that what it was? It's just it happened at like Raws and such, but it wasn't so much that it was the first time they wrestled though. Like the big deal was that like Hogan like had never picked Andre up, but that had definitely happened many times before. Because I mean, like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, why wouldn't you make that part of your choreography for your match if you knew you could do it and it's fucking impressive? Because the man is still huge. Was he in one of the Gremlin films? I actually forgot about that. It's fine. That's all you need to know him from anyways. That's not true. He did a lot for the wrestling industry, but he also kind of fucked it up for a lot of people too, in my personal opinion. I'm also just not the biggest Hogan fan. In general. Okay, that's painted. Brightening up the bones a little bit on the top because I don't want them to look that fresh. I want them to be a bit more sun bleached, so I just put a little bit of my paint, like the opaque paint that I used to glaze them with to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm just mixing that in with sort of wet blending them together. Same here, just so that they brighten up a little bit. Because honestly, I think they got a little dark. Got a little dark. And these guys have had these teeth for a while. They're not new teeth. They're old teeth. Old teeth, everybody. It's fine, honestly. WWE has its ups and downs, but I feel like that's like most companies. Who's in Gremlins 2? Okay. I think I've only seen the first one, and Gremlins is definitely not one of those like movies that I've watched a bunch of times. I think they're cute. Gizmo's cute, I guess. But beyond that, like I'm like, eh. I've never been into small monsters, I guess, that much. I like them big and thick. Wait, can you not get them wet? I know you can't feed them. Are you supposed to keep them wet too? Or keep them dry too? No, Luke, your Gizmo's safe. Don't worry. Gizmo's very cute and you can keep him. He's all yours. It's one of those ones that I feel like is sort of a classic for people, especially possibly even during this time of the year, because like it is supposed to be a horror movie, right? Like seriously, I think I've seen it once, and it might have been the TV edit. I just know you're not supposed to feed them because they go like bonkers and just start. I don't know if they kill you or if they're like just causing mayhem. Was the guy from that film with those alien people a wrestler? Time Lord guy, unfortunately, there are too many films with alien people for me to know which one you're talking about. All right. You think Baby Yoda was ripped off of Gizmo, in your opinion? I mean, I'm pretty sure Baby Yoda was just ripped off of Yoda. He's just a baby version of Yoda. So unless you're claiming that Yoda is a ripoff of Gizmo, in which case, when did Gremlins come out versus Star Wars? Star Wars came out in 1977, right? When did Gremlins come out? Was it in the 80s? Because if it was in the 80s, then I can't say that I agree. Mal, I unfortunately can't say that I agree. Just because they both have big ears doesn't mean that they were like, oh yes, the Gremlins, we're gonna copy that. I think they more went, Yoda's species, I don't remember what they're called. Yoda plus Gizmo equals profit. All right, is that, have you stumbled upon, is that step 2? Is that the step 2 that everybody is missing? Step 1, Yoda. Step 2, Gizmo equals profit. Step 3, profit. Is that what every Gremlins was the 80s? Okay, that's what I thought. And Star Wars was definitely 1977, 76, 78. It's that range. You're a genius, Mal, you are. You are a genius. Okay, we still need to paint his teeth, his actual physical teeth. Am I hearing a cat? No, I'm hearing children. Actually, I can't wait for trick-or-treating to happen. I have candy. I have full bars of candy for the kiddies. Okay, his teeth are painted. Those teeth are painted. Let's lighten them actually. I went a little too heavy with my original teeth on this guy, so I'm having to go back and do a little bit. Am I hearing my cat? Hold on. I'm gonna open this door and see if she's here. She is not. Just checking. Is she asleep? Am I... Kita? Hello, Kita? Where are you? I think she's upstairs. Okay, she's not down here. I think I'm just going crazy. I think it must just be the children. I think they're speaking so softly and they're far enough away that I'm just hearing the slight, like, yeah, like the high notes of what they're talking about. Yes, I nailed it, 1977. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. And I think that's what I'm hearing. Wanted to make sure Kita wasn't meowing at me for food. Because she likes to think that I'm starving her, even though I'm definitely not. And she's my little chonker. She's my little potato. Potates. Okay, that feels good. Let's keep highlighting these a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Oh, yes, They Live. Yes, Roddy Piper was in They Live. Yes. I understand now what you're talking about, and yes, he was in that. Roddy Piper actually think was in a couple different movies, if I remember correctly. All right, we need a little bit of silicone gray on this guy. And then outside of the green and blue of the faction colors, he'll be done. I'm gonna do the faction colors all at once as the final thing, because it's just going over top some of the gray. Oh yeah, oh that's right, that is the one that line comes from. I'm here to chew gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of gum. Oh my God, what a classic. What a classic line. Okay, guys, I will keep telling you this. Baby Yoda, AKA Grogu, is based off of adult Yoda. Like the character actually Yoda, because they are just the same species. They're not based off of anything. I mean, Yoda might have been based off of Kermit the Frog. That I will accept. But Baby Yoda aka Grogu, is definitively based off of Yoda. Just baby version of Yoda. Welcome to the channel, James Conway. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, you can't deny that. It is just the truth. He's based off Yoda. You didn't actually hit a nerve with that one. I just was like, well, I have nothing else to talk about right now, so I'm just going to riff on what chat's saying. All right, what do you guys think? He's almost done. The only thing I need to do is like on the banners up here, I'm gonna put like on some of the panels, blue, like ultramarine blue, and then Astromiltarum green, because those are my orc colors. For my snake bite, I went with snake bites as my clan, and I'm running Beast Snagas. I'm running Beast Snagas snake bite. That's what my orcs were. I had to think about it for a minute because it's been a little while since I've done anything with them. And these are my pork. These are my, I started to combine pirate and orc and got pork. These are my porks, my pirate orcs. These are the pirate side of my Beast Snaga clan. Oh, was it actually the same actor? No, because Kermit was Henson, like himself, right? Didn't Kermit get voice acted by, like he was voiced by Jim Henson himself, I thought. Okay, this one looks like it just needs some leather and some, you know what? I'm actually just gonna do all of the small strings in this color as well. So it'll be fine. Get on the stand, little orc, so that I may paint your teeth. Your beautiful teeth. Okay, that's painted. Let's get the cords on your gauntlets. Is that what the bracers? Bracers, that's the wrist thing, right? Frank Oz was the voice of Gonzo. Ah, okay. Dude, that would be, what a game for them to re-release. Imagine if they re-released Gorka Morka. That'd be sick. I'm excited for the new Blood Bowl season, I will admit. I know some people are suffering from a little bit of like GW rules fatigue and like new edition fatigue, and I don't blame you for that. But man, do I love Blood Bowl. And it's Bretonnians. It's Bretonnians and Khemri. How cool is that? My knightly boys. Do some wet blending to brighten this bone up. There we go. It's looking good, chat. Am I planning on buying the new Blood Bowl box? Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely. Down the line, at least. I don't know, like, who knows when it's coming out. But I plan on getting it eventually. I think somebody is driving an RC car outside. I hear the sound of an RC car. You know, I saw that they announced it and I was like, woohoo! Guess I know what I'm getting. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Is there anything else? There's a couple of teeth there that I'm just gonna make really pale and really bright because he's had them for a while. Let's go ahead and do that a little bit. Give his actual teeth a highlight. And that. Ooh, ooh, I almost knocked him off. I almost knocked him off and onto the floor. Oh, you were joking. Okay, here's the thing, Time Lord guy. I'm gullible as shit. And I will believe you and then be like, nuh-uh. So that's all that was. That was just me being gullible. Ooh, this is looking so good. You know what? Those are little barnacles. Let's make them a bit paler. And then that feels good. Boop, 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 painting, 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 painting. Okay. Okay, I feel good about that. Is there anything? Oh, those are teeth on his gun. Let's get those. Let's mix a little bit more of my skeleton horde in there to darken this ivory tone a smidge more. There we go. I think I need a little bit more. No, I don't think it's weird. I mean, you're into football. It would make sense that you might end up coming across a game that is often related to football, even though it's technically not football. Like American football, rather. Not football, but football. See, that's what actually Blood Bowl is based off of, is rugby. There's just a few elements that are very similar to football, and I think including the, I don't know, our rugby, like, okay, actually, I don't know this. In America, football fans are fucking wild. Like, they have a reputation. Are rugby fans the same way? I know soccer, like I've heard of soccer hooligans before, which I know is what like orcs are often referenced actually as, is like they're based off soccer hooligans or football hooligans. But like, is that a rugby thing too? Do rugby fans get really rowdy? It feels like a sport that they might. What is that? Oh, that's to your sword. Okay. Let's just do this. I mean, I know sports fans in general can be wild, but like I feel like football and then soccer get a particular reputation. For being rowdy. Rowdy little hooligans. One might even say. That's where the other thing was that I was like, there was something else that I knew was definitely not painted on this guy. It's these strings holding this patch onto his pants. There we go. And then after that, the only thing is one of his teeth has a little cap on it. Should I make it? Nah, I haven't used any true metallics on these guys yet. I'm gonna probably continue to keep it that way. All right, let's take this capped tooth. I also really don't know if orcs would even value gold. Would orcs value gold in 40K? I don't think they would, right? Their currency's teeth, I know that. So like, would they bother capping a tooth in gold? I think probably not, honestly. I'm gonna make the executive decision that my orcs do not. Cricket's a very posh sport, that's fair. Does the crowd tend to be pretty chill? I'm assuming because of that. There. Okay. It's true. Tennis. I don't feel like I see like tennis people getting like super. Didn't one of my lights just go off? I did. Getting super like rowdy or anything like that. Cap the tooth with a garrote. I can't put a garrote on his tooth. Okay, he is done. I like the barnacles being pale. Got all the threads. His teeth are done. The bone is done. Okay. So all that's left on these two is to do their details on their banners and such. And that's it. Okay. I'm gonna save you for last because you have the pipe. Hello!
Hello!
How's it going?
Good, good. The raw is done.
Excellent. Excellent.
So what I'm going to have you do later is you'll do the intro, the outro, the quote ad read. But I have all of this. I only need you to VO.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
so no green screen even?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Then
So you'll need to figure out what you want for your notes for that VO later.
yes, yeah.
It's only like 4 to 5 minutes of stuff.
Yeah, and that should be fine. Cool, and then I'll practice the quote unquote ad read a little bit this evening before I do it. Should be good. Oh.
Did you show them?
No, I've not shown them. I didn't want to show them if I wasn't supposed to yet.
No one's in this chat that
isn't gonna see it already.
Yeah.
I want to see my plasma pistol. Look at it.
It is paint ready.
Yep. It's pretty smooth. Like it feels nice.
Yeah.
So this will be a stream coming up soon. Is me starting to paint these.
Yeah, please, and then show. I mean, they've seen this.
I know you guys have seen this one, but I've smoothed it down even more. I actually just this morning was able to smooth down these gems a bit more. Like the top one I had gotten really smooth, but these two you were able to still really kind of see some of the texture, but now you really can't. So I am so excited.
Dual wield.
Is this kind of how you want the thumbnail to look?
Probably, yeah.
There we go, more
Yeah.
out.
Oh, you think that'll look good?
Yeah, it'll look so cool. Except that I'll need to do it this way, I think.
Why?
Well, because don't we want this to be on the same side as the arrow, right?
Yeah,
So we'll
that
just
side.
it will be the side? Okay. Okay. It's on my
Also, crossing your arms doesn't matter. It still ends up on that side.
I guess you could just flip it however you want to.
Yeah. Cool.
Yay! Can we make it glow in the dark? I mean, with paint,
We're
we could.
working on it.
We
folks.
could.
One thing at a time.
We're working on it.
Electronics will come in the future.
Yes, we have been teaching ourselves some small electronics, which has been very cool.
Yeah, which wiring LED circuits is not that hard.
No, and there's ways to I'm sure you could probably end up cutting out a spot for
I would want to print new ones.
well, yeah, no, sorry. Not on this one. What I was saying is with a new one, when you're printing it, you could make a slot in the inside
yes.
for a battery pack or something down the line.
3D print for that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, sorry, not with these ones. These ones are just physical props, no lights, no sounds, nothing else. They're just the props. But I already have a spicy set idea for this one. And frankly, probably for this one too, as a sister battle, this one would be a dark elf. This one would be a sister battle, but I'm so excited. I'll get some normal photos with it too, but
I need to make you a Drukhari blade.
I want
swords we can probably just buy, honestly, when it comes to effort and all of that.
I mean,
Don't put it into paint.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't in paint.
But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking is that Drukhari blades might be a little harder to find on the market.
I also feel like a shoulder.
Yep, I know.
I really want a shoulder.
I mean, spiky dark elf shoulder.
That's what I mean. Is it's not gonna be hard to find, and I just want one. I just want to be able to.
Is it cool that we made those?
Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna pause painting for a moment because I want to check on this. Can you adjust me a little bit? Lovely. Here I am. Okay, let's see.
So I know this is like your first time clamping things to glue them. How's the experience?
Honestly, it's been really good so far. I also made it, I shaved down that one spike that was catching. So now it fully moves. What do you think? Don't move, don't like...
I don't want to touch it.
Okay. I think it looks good though, right?
It looks good, yes.
Okay. All right, let's get that out of the way. Put that back there.
Because you know, imagine we get you another webcam for like here or something.
Yes. Hello.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that would be great, actually. Especially because I do want to do more consistent like work out here.
Yep.
I do want to find a
different chair.
Sorry. No, it's fine. It works. It's just that like my knees bump the...
It's a standing work table.
Yeah. I wonder if I actually... Maybe I flip it and put the drawers on the other side.
No.
No, I guess we want them in here. I didn't know if you wanted to put stuff for that in there and maybe in like... Okay. You're right. Alrighty. Boat! I'm on a boat!
I mean, we have to get you a different chair or something.
You're right. Where did I put the other clamp, guys? It's over there.
This one?
Nope, that one.
This one?
Can you hand it to me?
This is 2 clamps.
Yes, can you hand me the 2 clamps?
You said you asked for a clamp.
Well, it's the other clamped project is kind of what I meant to. I know, I didn't say the right words. It's my fault. Okay, the stairs are not falling out immediately now. Okay.
Have fun.
I will, thank you. Okay, we're gonna dampen the inside. I know, isn't he the best? He is the best around. And I will not let anyone get him down. Hello, Alex. Lovely to see you. A comically large, oh my God, I do need a comically large box holster. You're right. We did see, okay, one of the things that we did see is we saw these really cool like wall mount clamps that you can put on that had like little skulls on them to put all your weapons. And at least we saw one that fit the plasma pistol. So I'm just saying we might print those. We're gonna end up with so much stupid shit. It's gonna be great. I'm putting those over there. Hello, Rob. Lovely to see you in chat. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Hopefully you're good. Gonna get a little bit of this onto my stick. Okay, do that, and then I think I'm actually just gonna run a little bit of glue on the sides here. Okay. Put like a tiny bit more there. Probably way more than I needed. Okay, the other thing that I need to do, let's put that there. Take this. Take some of that excess glue that I had and spread it on this piece because we need the stairs to stick to that. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. All right, there we go. Now, let me slide that there. And we're gonna clamp it. Oh my God, I'm splitting that. Okay. Okay, that's not good. All right, so that didn't quite seal the way that I had hoped. Let's drizzle some glue in there. Shove it all around. And then we're gonna start clamping. What's that guy? Is his name literally Clamps in Futurama? The robot with the clamp hands? Because every time I say clamp, that's what I think of. Okay, so there's that. What happens if we do this though? Because I also want it to be pressed this way. Okay, we got that. Now, I'm gonna see about pressing this together. Nope, nope. Okay, do that. Yes. What happens if I do down here though? Okay, that I like better. Because that doesn't matter. That's going to get sealed and covered. That's going to get sealed and covered. So that also doesn't matter. I really just want this bottom thing to be really pressed together. And to make sure that it is, I'm going to put a little bit more glue in there. I think I already have, but I'm going to just forcibly smear some into that gap. And then I'm gonna clean it away. Okay. I'm gonna toss this piece of paper towel because it is full of epoxy. I'm gonna cap the epoxy so it doesn't kick. I'm going to look at this and go, I need one more clamp. Nope, that moved it too much. Damn it. I really want these things to work. Okay. That's like that. What if I clamp it down? Will that work? Let's find out. Clamps is his nickname, Francis L. Clampazzo. Oh, that's what it was. Francis X. Clampazzo. That's what I couldn't remember for the life of me. Just making sure there wasn't like epoxy there. Nope, that is still lifting it up. Okay, I don't want to lift it, but I do want it to be more pressed in. How do I manage to do this? How? Maybe, man, the stairs are really causing me issues. What if I do down here and do this? Ignore me, I'm talking to myself right now. I'm trying to get this pressed together. I also kind of just want to be like, how much of a clamp monstrosity can I make this thing? Okay, that's doing more of what I wanted. Sweet. It's not, damn it. It's not pressing down though. Okay. What if we press it down first? Oh my God, the noise. Why are you so squeaky? If I WD-40 it, will it stop squeaking? Ah! Okay. Okay, that is down. It's not staying though. Why am I not staying? Am I not clamped onto things? Okay, there we go. Nope, fuck, I just lifted it. You know what? I think that's just gonna have to do it. And then just making sure we are back and sealed. Okay, that looks good and sealed. That actually looks pretty good now. All right. Bring us over here. How am I gonna brace this? I think maybe do this. Maybe I can just set it down. I think I might just be able to set it. Oh God, that leaked everywhere. Okay, hold on. I had epoxy leak everywhere. Don't WD-40 it, the squeak means it's tight. Oh, okay. But it's so obnoxious. Yes, hit the like button for Gork and Mork. Doesn't matter which one you like more, which one you think is the bigger, more important one. But if you like Gork and Mork, hit that like button. All right, we can get that a bit more smooth. Okay. I think that feels good. That feels tight. I think I'm just going to use one of these to try to get that front secured on even more. Oop, that's too short of one. That's too short of one. I'll bring it back over here. Just want to double check that that's not causing a gap to form. I don't think it was. Okay, good. Okay, this also gives me a way to clamp it in place so that I don't have to worry about it for a little bit. Okay. There it is. Ta-da! It is beautiful. Got a pretty tight fit. My wheel spins. Just checking on the printer real quick. Nice. It's looking good. We're looking good. Thank you for subscribing, James J. Welcome to the channel. Struggling with my gloves. Oh God, I can't get them off. All right, I am going to go grab one more soda. And then we'll get back to some more painting of my boys, because I need to let that set. I feel like, I want to see if I can get him flipped the other way actually real fast. Give me a second. Only because I love the gravity to do some work for me on that wall. Oh, fuck me. Okay, hold on. Oof. I'm gonna fall over is what I'm gonna do. You did. One of my clamps slipped.
You know how to slip clamp, boo?
Indeed. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. All right, I think that's a bit overkill probably. There we go. That's fine. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want it to be upright. It'll be okay. I'd need a shower after watching one of my streams too, Neo. Don't worry, I understand. Oh my goodness, I'm ridiculous. All right, let me bring this orc back over, and we have some teeth to paint. Teeth. What did I do with my wet palette? And by wet palette, I mean my dry palette, because it ain't wet at all. Skeleton horde? Where does my skeleton horde go? That is the question. There it is. Aw, thanks. I think I'm behaving extra cute right now because I'm kind of nervous about doing my filming later, I'll be honest. I really don't want this video to be bad. Not that I think it is going to be, I just want it to do really well. But it should be fine. It should be fine. There we go. What am I filming later? I am filming the intro, outro, and ad read, quote unquote, for my 3D printer video that we have coming out this weekend. So you might hear the 3D printer in the background. Speaking of which, actually, let me just double check something. Okay. All right, so I'm just winging the intro and outro, which should be fine. Oh my God, I didn't mean to yawn. How uncouth of me. You have fiber on you, sir. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, no, I know it will be. It always is. Okay, let me give some context. I have never taken any acting classes. I never took theater in high school or college. Like, basically anything that involved presenting things, whether it be speech classes, which I took like a speech class in college because it was mandatory and I hated it because I hate giving speeches. And so like public speaking and like doing like being in front of a camera for the longest time was legitimately crippling to me. Like I just couldn't do it. I get super tongue tied. Like I wouldn't be able to process anything. And it was a really big struggle for like a super long time. So despite the fact that I obviously know what the fuck I'm doing to at least a degree, I'm not saying I'm the best or anything like that, but I at least know what I'm doing like to a degree, right? And I feel like no matter what, I still always end up getting very nervous and like wigging myself out. It's something that drives, honestly, Chaos Cultist a little bit nuts sometimes. And I'm trying to get over it. Maybe I should just go and take some actual like acting classes. Maybe that'll help me get over it. Cause I'll admit, like every time I go on like something with like No Rules Barred or Blamco or whatever, because like half of those people are all theater kids, I'm just like, oh, I'm not on the same level as these people. They're so much cooler than me. They know how to improv way better. I don't know how to be on the spot funny like that. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not very good at it. Unless it's innuendo. I can make innuendo jokes very easily. But it's fine. It's really not that big a deal. I just get in my own head, that's all. I'm sure there are things that you guys get into your own heads about of like, you're not doing something like well or whatever, and you gotta just move past it. Tell yourself, hey, brain, you're a fucking liar. It said that and I just heard then like, I win! Because there's a small child outside.
Are you winning, son?
The child outside, I think, is.
Good.
Innuendo does come naturally, you're right.
So do you.
Oh, that was a really good one, actually. Nicely done, sir. Accurate. It's true. It does mean I care about what I'm doing. That is the problem, is I care too much. He was like on top of that, like it was instant, wasn't he? He was waiting. He had that prepped. He had that one prepped. Okay. I like how this is looking. Okay, the teeth are taken care of. That is a sack. Like, what is that between his legs? Okay, that one was actually not intended, but you know what? It's a sack between his legs. Anyways, it's an actual satchel, you know, like a bag. A bag one puts things in, like teeth. Okay, let's paint this. A nice warm leather color. That's different from his pants. Sometimes it comes too naturally. Okay, got that. There's like barrels in there. Let's get, what color should I make the bottle? You know what, maybe I'll just do that in raw skeleton horde. Did I bring aggro stone down? Probably not. Skeleton, oh, I brought 2 skeleton hordes down. Fire Slayer flesh. I did not bring aggro stone, I don't think, unless it's this. Oh, I did bring aggro stone. Look at me be smart. Thankfully I didn't. I painted it brown, which, you know, isn't really that much better. If we're wanting to avoid the innuendo. All right, let's go for a nice yellow terracotta bottle. I don't know if yellow terracotta is a thing, but it's kind of what it reminds me of. I want it to look like it's made of clay. Or stone, I guess, is really the point. I think it might be almost finished. Our printer, whatever, the other half of the Gridfinity that we're working on now, which is cool. So weird to start with and Romeo is so weird to star with, and Romeo is like a straight up adult. What? The Battle Forces games? Like the Star Wars one? You burnt the drama school, like, down because you were doing an all boys rendition of Romeo and Juliet? Why? That's what they used to do back in the day. Shakespearean plays were performed almost entirely by male actors, and the male actors would play the women. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no dispute going on in chat. I'm more just like, that's like, I feel like I should just embrace it. Put on a dress, it's great. You'll feel liberated. At least I do. Yeah, there's no dispute. Luke's fine. Luke, you're fine, don't worry. Although it is hilarious that you guys burned down your drama department. Like, if that's legit, like, damn. I guess that's one way to tell them, no, we refused to perform that play. All right. So he actually has his Tiffy stuff done already. My light went off again. Turn back on. There you go. I'm gonna do a head crack, hold on. Oh, that one actually came out. Oh, I never went and got my drink either, did I? Okay, well, that's fine. You're looking good. He might actually be done. Dun. Because he actually already has the green and blue on his emblem, so he might actually be kaput. He's finished. He can go with his father. No, he's not done at all. There's that thing on the back. Doi, Angela, don't forget about the tentacle. I think it might be an octopus. I don't really know. It's some kind of tentacle-y thing, though. I think we're gonna paint it in purple. That's hilarious. So were there consequences? Like, did you guys get in trouble? And did you care? Tentacle alert. Do you think it's meant to be a squig? Do you think they shoved a squig in this barrel? And they're gonna like explode it and the squig will then be able to be out? But I think that would just kill the squig. Right? I feel like that might just murder the squig. That's great. Damn, that's hilarious. Wild. All right, now that's done. He has a little bit more we need to do on the bottle because we're gonna do that in some of the blues and such, but all right, you're finished as well. You're my last guy that needs paint. So I think we're gonna grab some more of this agrostune for his pipe. Feels like a decent pipe color. What color is tobacco? Like when you smoke tobacco out of a pipe, like what color is the stuff that you're putting in? Is it brown? Is it, I don't think it's green. Is it reddish? Because I can definitely see it in his pipe that he's smoking, and I assume it's not ash. I assume that's like the actual tobacco that he's smoking. Or whatever equivalent. It's brown? Okay. Like, is it like a red brown? Is it like a neutral brown? Is it really dark? Tobacco brown? Well, let me just take a trip over to Virginia and I'll figure it out. That's one of our tobacco states. Wacky tobacco. Green is normally wacky tobacco. No, I understand that. Hello, Blue Fox. Any thoughts on Silent Hill F? Afterthoughts? Honestly, not a huge amount. I was talking with Shay a little bit the other day about like, cause she's in New Game Plus, which I may do like down the line, but I definitely will not be doing it until a while and it will not be on stream. But I was talking to her about it and we definitely, I think we mostly agree on like some of the things that could happen. The thing that's really confusing is like, it's a time jump because like obviously we're playing through the game as Hinako when she's like a teenager, when she's 16 or whatever. Whereas the message, like the radio chatter we get at the very end of the game when it concludes implies that she's 20. So there's definitely at least like 4 years difference. And the one thing that like she and I were trying to figure out is like, okay, what actually like happened? She thinks that Hinako was at her own wedding and started murdering people, but I don't think that really makes sense because I'm pretty sure that the radio chatter said that it was like the wedding massacre, implying that the wedding massacre happened at a different time. Like I don't know how long ago, but definitely that the current chatter and murders that are happening in the town are not the wedding massacre themselves, but they are similar to what happened at that. So I think like, that's why I think that Hinako might have been like institutionalized in some way, whether it be for psychiatric help because she was like, she had a mental break and that's what caused her to kill her sister and the groom at the previous wedding or what. But I think basically, ultimately, I think the key factor for me, like something that I feel like is very definitive about the game is, for some reason, Hinako, after potentially murdering her sister and the groom that she was planned to marry to, which is really what I think happened, because I'm like convinced Junko is dead from the moment we start the game. Junko is dead. You cannot convince me otherwise unless the like auteurs of the game came out and said this was our intention. Why? Oh, I got unplugged. There we go. Okay. Sorry, my computer just told me that its power was low and I was like, why? I'm plugged in, and then I realized I got unplugged. So the thing that I'm like slightly confused by is I think Junko's dead from the beginning. I think what happens ultimately, it doesn't really matter how this happens, I don't think, but what I think ultimately happens is Hinako, high on whatever pseudo drug or whatever fake drug that they made Shu make, because I think they described it as like being scented like peaches and causing you to be able to commune with the gods. So it's some kind of hallucinogenic, right? So whatever, hello Everett, whatever drug that Shu was giving to Hinako caused her to have some kind of break, murdered her sister and the groom. For whatever reason, Hinako left that town. I think the key point is that Hinako was taken out of Ebisogoka for a period of time. At least several years. My guess is 4, but possibly just 2. It really depends on how old Hinako's supposed to be in the game when we're playing it, but I feel like she's like 16 or something, maybe 14. Regardless, she's left. The wedding for her sister happened, but didn't happen because I think she ended it by killing them. She left. I think she's brought back to Ebisogoka because in order for her father's debts to remain paid off, she has to still marry into that family. And since Junko was unable to because she was murdered, then I think that is possibly what's happening. Now, there's the one thing that Shay brought up when we were talking about it last night, is that there was some letters that we found from, I think, the strict mother to her son, who she thinks is the fox boy that we're marrying, that Hinako's supposed to marry, which I think too, like, or he basically becomes heir. We find a letter that says that he becomes the heir to that family because the other heir dies, which I think further implies that Junko and her groom were murdered. My guess is that the Satsunoki family, I think is what it was, or the Tsuneki family, I believe it was. That's, I think, who the Fox people are representing in this narrative. I think that they had one probably legitimate son, or a son from a first marriage, and then maybe the father got remarried and then had a second son with the new wife. And when that first son died, that allowed the new son to become the inheritor to the family, which is kind of implied. The reason I'm saying that is because I feel like that's implied in the strict mother letters, because Shay and I were talking about this, which I think that fits. But that also just leads more cadence to what I was saying of like, I think Hinako's been brought back to the city, maybe even being brought back to some of those old locations that we're actually going through from the game, because like she walks past them to get to her house. She goes and like maybe they're inviting people to her wedding, because I think she's still meant to get married to Foxboy, whoever that's supposed to be, whether it's the kid that she saves from the fox in the flashback scene when we're wandering through the town or what. I think that is definitely something that happens. I've heard that New Game Plus gets you a lot of new story. I've also heard that New Game Plus really doesn't get you a lot of new story, and it just kind of like slightly adjusts some things. Like I've seen different reviews, and I've heard New Game Plus gets you some things and not a lot in certain ways. So it's very interesting, but I'm going to, like I said, if I do New Game Plus, it's not going to be on stream. Sorry guys, it just won't be on stream. I'll also be playing it on easy. Like, I'm not playing it on hard again. I'm very proud of myself for getting through it on hard, but I am not playing it on hard again, and I'm definitely not playing Lost in the Fog. Definitely not playing Lost in the Fog. But yeah, that's my theory. I have no idea if it's actually accurate, but I feel like it's a solid enough guess. Is my feeling on it. Oh, the other print is done. It's probably cool enough by now. I know in order to get like the true ending, you have to play through the game a couple of times. I don't know if I'll end up getting the full true ending, but yeah, that's my final thoughts on New Game Plus, at least until I can talk with Shay again after on Silent Hill F, until I can talk with Shay again. Oh my gosh, Rob, thank you so much for being a member for 15 months. Heck yeah. 15 months. Also, have you played Alan Wake 2? So I have started Alan Wake 2. I have not finished Alan Wake 2. I know how Alan Wake 2 ends because I've watched other people play it. But I did start it myself. I just never got around to finishing it. I really should because I very much enjoyed it. The musicals in it especially are just honestly fantastic. I believe if it's not on this channel, it might be on my gaming channel. I did play some Alan Wake 2 on stream for a little bit. I just never finished it. My problem is I'm slow when it comes to playing games. I'm very slow when it comes to, look how long it took me to get through Silent Hill F. And so I don't end up finishing a lot of them on stream because it takes me for fucking ever. And I end up prioritizing other things. There is a baby crying outside and it's very distracting. Not in a like anything's wrong with it. I think it's just, doing that baby thing where they whine sometimes, but. Okay, there we go. Guess that'll be something I have to get used to working in the garage. Oh yeah, no problem, Blue Fox. No problem, my pleasure. Because honestly, I really, really enjoyed the game. I thought it was a very cool game. Very happy that, it got made. Visuals are fucking gorgeous. Man, do the visuals just rock my socks. They're so good. Okay, those teeth look good. There's some teeth. It's we gotta have more, right? This guy can't be teethless. He is not. They were just on his opposite arm. Exactly, you do miss stuff when you play fast. I think I did pretty well in my first playthrough of getting things. I feel like I found some of the hidden Omamori. Overall, I think my boss battles were pretty good. I honestly, I think my boss battles really just fucked me up because I constantly went into them with half health. That's really, I feel where my screw up showed. Yeah, the boss battles were really fun. Very cool to see them doing a very Souls-like thing. I think they handled it pretty well overall. There was a little bit of, for me personally, I felt like some inconsistencies and some timing that I felt like when I've played like an actual Souls game, I don't experience quite as much. But you know what? They were trying something new. I think it worked really well. It definitely was very engaging. And I liked how powerful I felt. Did the boat pieces come out good? Yeah, they're actually, they're currently drying. I have, here, you can actually, I'll show you. There it is. So it's fully together, the two halves. I have put in one of the walls with the stairs, and we're just letting that dry a little bit, which I think, honestly, it's probably been long enough for at least like a brief look, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. Aw, well, thank you. My patience, you say, as I screamed violently at myself because of how bad I did. Did I just see? My eyes are playing tricks on me. I thought I saw a roach for a moment. I was gonna be like, okay, I don't really mind bugs, but I still don't want roaches in my garage. But it's fine. It was not. I hope I'm not completely fucking up this mat permanently with these. I guess it's coming out a little bit, but I guess it won't matter. I can always replace it. They were cheap. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just going to grab myself a quick drink, and then we'll wrap up this last dude. Hello. I'm getting myself a drink. Isn't that right, chat? Oh, I love their performance of that. It's great. All right. Hello, chat. I'm back. I need wildwood, which I brought. You know what? I'll use Gargak Sewer, actually. I'll use Gargak Sewer. Nice rich brown color. Oh, maybe I should have used that for the tobacco color. I ended up using Snakebite, but whatever, it's fine. Least is this side. Okay, and then we need a smidgen, very precise measurement down here, and then the handle. Or if you get it on his nails, we're gonna paint those over. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. You really think you should reconsider to stream a new game? It was really fun and exciting. Oh, you mean like streaming New Game Plus? I just don't know if I want to commit another round of potentially like however many hours that was is my real thing. Like I will admit, like honestly, if the first playthrough had done like gangbusters view wise, I would be much more willing to honestly go into a New Game Plus, but it didn't. And so I'm just gonna be satisfied with my initial playthrough. Enjoy Shay's New Game Plus playthrough, and then play my own off camera at another time. I'm sure that, oh my god. So you want to know what I actually am probably going to be playing again soon, which is why I will not be playing Silent Hill F on New Game Plus. I have to try. And I really don't know if I actually want to, but I feel obligated to try the new Vampire the Masquerade. I feel obligated to try Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be good. I have very, very, very dreadfully low expectations. But I have to try it. I have to, I'm obligated. Vampire the Masquerade 2 Bloodlines.
Bloodlines 2.
Bloodlines 2, whatever. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Oh boy.
I'm obligated. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to, I just gotta.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it.
Nope, me either.
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of expecting it to be a middling action-adventure game.
Everett!
Made in the Unreal Engine, you know.
Get out of my chat. What do you mean the first game was horrible? What? No!
By the spirit of Troika Games, be gone, Hellspawn!
Oh my god, no, legitimately though, I appreciate that is your opinion, but I
don't.
I strongly disagree. I loved Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That game is so good. That game is so good. It was actually I believe it was an RPG first, then it was turned into a live action role-playing game, and then it became a video game. Okay. Is that the correct order? Is it RPG first, The
LARP happened pretty quickly after, yeah.
I thought it did, but I thought it did start with like the White Wolf RPG system.
It did, yes.
Okay, good, Everett, because if you weren't kidding, I was gonna be like, get out of my chat! We don't speak ill of Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines in this household, on this chat, or in this legion.
In this life.
In this life, we will not disdain Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. We can talk shit all you want about Bloodlines 2, but Bloodlines 1, the first game with my boy. LaCroix!
It can never happen again.
It can never happen again. It's such a good name. It's such a fucking good game too.
If you want to play it, make sure you play it with the mods.
Yeah, play with the mods. If you want to watch me play it, is it on this one? Is it on this channel, or is that?
It's back on Alchemical Rabbit.
Okay, yeah. If you want to watch me play it, you can go watch.
We talked about doing it again.
That's right, because it was AR, wasn't it? Yeah. So if you want to watch me play it,
there's a co-op series of Angela and I playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on my old YouTube channel.
Yep.
Called Alchemical Rabbit. So if you search Alchemical Rabbit, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, you'll find the playlist.
It's me completing it. It's my first playthrough of the game ever.
I will be honest, I was a bigger asshole back then, and Angela was a much more incompetent gamer.
Very much so. Oh my god, I sucked at that game. Although I did manage to get through the werewolf scene. Because we knew how to get through the werewolf scene, but like, I did get through the werewolf. Where did I put my drink? There we go. Oh my god, that sounds awesome, Rob. Yeah, playing a full World of Darkness where you've got like hunters and fae and the werewolves and geists and vampires and like basically all of the subsects of like different like races that you can play in that game. Like, so from what I've seen, so fun. The original game is genuinely fantastic, and if you are a fan of like 90s and 2000s goth vampire like metal like vibes with like crushed velvet and like just so much good music. Oh my god, the soundtrack. It's one of the things that I'm really not looking forward to with the new game, because the soundtrack in the original game is one of like my favorite soundtracks, like period, because it just is like new metal.
No, I would not say that.
You don't think so?
No, it's not just new.
Oh, it's not? Okay, well, sorry, there's other stuff. Oh, there's industrial in there
There's
too.
also, there's some industrial, there's some gothic, there's some dark wave.
That's true. I guess I was trying to, yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of, basically, if you like gothic-esque music, a variety of
2000s goth metal.
Yeah, then you'll like it, because it's basically like all of that in one beautiful, wonderful soundtrack. Luke, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Majin Eric, welcome to the Hobby Night Legion. We hope you enjoy your time with us. Luke, thank you so much for the gifted membership.
So a peek behind the video game development curtain.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s and 2000s, because video games were very cool,
yeah,
but were not the giant money makers they are nowadays. Yes, they made a lot of money, but nowadays, compared to nowadays, it's ridiculous. Certain games benefited from the fact that being on a video game was considered really cool and good exposure.
Yep.
So one of the reasons that Tony Hawk Pro Skater or Def Jam Vendetta had such amazing soundtracks is because back then, particularly when those musicians were younger and had a little bit more involvement in the ownership of their music, some of them like literally were competing to get onto the video games.
Yeah, it was cool, and also some of them were like, "Oh my god, that sounds amazing."
Yeah, that happened
like,
a lot with the Def Jam Vendetta rappers.
Yep.
And the thing is the reason why we never are going to get a remake or probably even like a sequel to those games.
Greed!
Is because the amount they would now have to pay the rappers and the musicians to be in the games would make it detrimental. It would be impossible to make. Whereas back in the day, literally, the musicians were volunteering their likenesses.
Yeah, their licenses sometimes too. Like they're like, yeah, we want our music in this game.
That happened in Tony Hawk, and I think it happened in Vampire the Masquerade too. Like I don't know what exactly they were doing to like get the music for Bloodlines.
God, I don't.
It was
yeah,
definitely some charismatic motherfucker was talking to goth bands and was like, "Dude, you want to be in this?
You want to be in this? I know, right? Brewhaw would be very, very fun to play. So I played Malkavian when I played my Bloodlines playthrough.
Which is not what you're supposed to do on the first playthrough.
No, but I also had watched other people play the game, so I knew what I was getting into, and I knew because I was playing it cooperatively with Chaos Cultist, basically like being able to coach me.
Probably 6 times.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, I feel like playing a Malkavian, which I know is I like the insane vampires. What can I say? Would be fun, so that's what I did. I'm so nervous for the new one. It's gonna suck.
Yep.
It's gonna suck so bad.
It's fine, man. Listen, as someone who rather enjoyed the Outer Worlds,
yeah,
I have that sequel this month, and I'm scared.
Yeah, that also I'm not optimistic.
I'm not saying the Outer Worlds was the second coming of New Vegas or anything like that.
No, but
I gave it a solid like B.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I played it once.
But I was like, I didn't really have replayability for me. But then again, I also just don't replay games that often.
You also didn't play the game.
I did. I never finished it.
You played Outer Worlds?
Yeah, I did.
The sci-fi one?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you even get off the first planet?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got off the first planet. I think I got to the second planet, got like halfway through it or something like that, and then I ran out of time. Like we moved on to other things.
Oh.
Something else happened, like I don't remember, but you and I were playing it, and I think I like was just like, I'm gonna watch you play it because while I'm enjoying this, I'm not like majorly invested myself. So I think I got off the first planet, got to the next planet, was like, this is neat.
Yeah.
but not like amazing or like super crazy to me. And I think at that point, I was like very open to sci-fi in my games, but I still was a little bit of a like, I really kind of like the fantasy.
It's also not the type of science fiction you even like.
That was my problem with it, is it wasn't.
You like grand sci-fi.
I like grand sci-fi, and it was a little bit like, I would almost call it like low sci-fi, because I felt like the sci-fi part was like minimal.
No, because that's where I would, like, if we're going to that terminology, that's what I would call Starfield.
Okay, fair enough. We do love his knowledge, don't we?
Sorry.
No. They're genuinely complimenting, please. Yes, a true daughter of Janus, exactly.
Did you look in the drawer behind you, by the way?
I have not. Oh, did you put it in?
Yeah.
Nice.
I started the next thing.
I saw that you had started the next thing. I had not seen that you had. That's so cool. Is this for like spare blades? Is that what the other slot is?
I think the spare blades are currently in the blades storage. With
Got
all
it.
The blades.
Cool. No, that's perfect.
But our cabinets, we have all of the like circular saw blades and shit.
Yes. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so sad that this one didn't print all the way for you.
I mean, I could still do it, but I don't need it.
No, I know you don't. It just looks so funny because there's that gap.
It's a down the line.
It looks good though.
But I'm printing a 3x3 Dremel bits storage. So I'll go in that gap.
Nice, that's great.
So that way I can.
3x3? Is that?
Yeah.
Will it fit?
That's it.
Oh yes, 3x3. Sorry, the square one.
Yeah.
I was thinking the 2x3. Later, Luke. The moon is up and you need to go on patrol. I understand. Good luck. Good hunting, sir. See you later. Okay, the orcs are nearly done. The only thing that actually needs to be painted on them, I think at this point, is the blue and green of the snake bites. And then those 5 boys will finally be complete. After so many years. But,
by the way,
yes.
For dinner, I have leftovers. Did you have a different plan?
I did not have a different plan. Okay. Leftover sounds fine.
I'll be honest, I did not expect this vise to get used for holding miniatures.
Neither did I, but you know what? It works.
How did the glue-ups from yesterday hold?
Oh, they held great. Yeah, they've been holding great, and this looks good too. So I'm gonna. Stop focusing on my face. There we go. Nope, not my face. I'm blocking it. I'm blocking it. Okay. All right, what is the next step, chat? Got the water right here. He's a werewolf. I'm double checking to make sure that marketer has not like...
They did.
Did they respond to us?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not happy.
Oh no.
They sent us a form letter back that doesn't make any sense within the context of the original email they sent us.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to open it and read it out loud, you can.
Okay, hold on.
So for context of what we're talking about, chat, a marketing representative for a company that represents Bamboo Labs, not from them themselves, reached out to us saying, hey, our partner Bamboo Labs thinks you would be a great fit for content. Would you like to do a sponsored video with these conditions and these payments? And we were like, gee golly, yes we would. We would love to do that. And then they ghosted us for 2 weeks, and that's why we ended up doing the 3D printer stuff by ourselves. But we were still hoping maybe something could be worked out / hey, I'll take a second 3D printer. Why not?
Yeah.
So we poked them like once a week after the initial email, and they finally responded today. And Angela, what did they say?
They said, "Thank you so much for your interest in collaborating with us and for sharing your content. After discussing with the client, we've come to the conclusion that they feel it might be challenging to integrate your content seamlessly with our product's usage scenarios at this time. That said, we truly value your work, and our company looks forward to a diverse range of clients. Let's definitely stay in touch as there will be future opportunities."
Whatever.
Right? Yeah. Like what?
But you came to us and said Bamboo Labs thinks you would be great for this. And it's like, oh, cool. We didn't share shit with them.
Yep.
They came to us.
Yeah, I was like, what?
To do this.
What?
And secondly, what the F do you mean we can't do content integration with you? I'm the editor who just an hour ago finished the rough draft of a 3D printing video on how to make plasma pistols.
Right? Like, what the fuck? Bros. That is wild.
To be clear, I'm angry at the marketing company.
Not Bamboo Labs, yeah. Right? Like, what the hell? Okay. I think we can just... I think I need a smooth...
So yes, if I seem a little irritable, that's why. I'm actually...
Yeah, no,
pissed off.
I understand completely. Because, like, what the fuck? Oh, well. That's annoying. We'll see what they
did respond.
I saw your response.
Your original email said this. What changed?
Yeah, right?
Okay, so I think it says a form letter because.
Yeah, but you should not send a form letter out then that says, "Hi, we'd like to pay you a certain amount and send you a thing because this company thinks that your channel will do well with us." Like, I don't know. That just. I would have accepted if they were just like, "Oh, at this time, we unfortunately had too many responses and we had to pick and choose, and your channel's not big enough." Like, that would have been totally legit to me.
But acting like they didn't come to us first.
Yeah, acting like they have like lost the chain of like emails. Like, I'm responding to, like, I'm replying to the email. Like, there should be a thread of emails to go through and be like, "Hey, oh, we did actually contact her first." That's so funny.
Yeah, like, I'm not stupid about what the situation is. I'm just angry about it.
Yeah, we're just irritated.
Can't say anything.
That's like being ghosted by someone that asked you on the date. Yep, basically. "Hi, would you like to go on a date with me? I'm not going to show up to this date."
The original email was like, "Hey, we think it'd be great." We never reached out to these people. Never. Okay,
yeah, it's...
Make that clear. This was they emailed us out of the blue, and they were like, "Can you make..." I think it was like 3 Instagram reels?
They wanted reels.
Yeah. And now we're giving them a video for free now. And then some.
Ridiculous. It's true. And that's the thing, is this one is specifically about how to like upscale stuff in their in their program to be able to make props and stuff. It would have been cool.
There will be a small bit in the weekend's video about this.
Yes.
We have to do a parody of how everybody does the... Speaking of that, let's talk about this week's sponsor.
No one! My patrons!
Yeah, basically.
My patrons and YouTube members are sponsoring this week's video because...
And OnlyFans fans, let's be honest.
True. Because that's how I afforded the printer. Yeah, indeed. I'm going to probably get this glued and then call it.
Okay.
Just so that, because I'm getting hungry, and since we got other filming to do.
Okay.
Does that sound... I know you said okay a couple times, but does that sound actually good?
Yeah.
Good. Yay! All All right, let's get this. I'm evening this out because it's not quite sitting as flush as I would like it to. And I want it to be more flush. It's been the same person each time to respond to me, like to get back to it. Because I checked when I looked at the email just a moment ago, it was the same woman as before. So I don't think it's that situation, although I have had that situation happen, which is not a big deal. It's really just that they are like claiming that we reached out to them first. I'm like, no, we didn't. You reached out to me. Okay, let's try that. That feels better. Okay. I need to stabilize. I need it to stop rocking. It's rocking back and forth because of this wheel. How can I brace it? How can I brace it? I don't know. It really is. Project Zero? I don't think I've heard of that one. Or at least I don't remember it off the top of my head. I mean, maybe, but if that's the case, they should have done their fucking research before emailing me in the first place. It's really, like, if that is what it is, that I call bullshit on that because it's very obvious. Like, I'm not shy about, like, making it clear that I do that kind of content. And so, like, if the people aren't doing the research, that's on them. And they can also just say that. I'm not gonna fucking be offended. It's not like it's the first time. I've legit had people go, like, if you do OnlyFans, we will not work with you. And I'm like, okay, cool, then I guess we aren't working together. Because there ain't no way you're paying me enough to make me stop OnlyFans. Let me get my instructions back out, just make sure I'm doing this correctly, but I'm pretty sure I am. Let's see. Over here. Okay, so yeah, they want me to put one side on and then the other side on. Okay, let's start getting some clamps. Oof. Like, it's entirely possible, but who knows? I think that's foolish. I think what I just did is foolish. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna brace it on the other side as well. And I think I'm just gonna let this dry. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. This one corner I feel like is up a little bit. Maybe I can... Hell yeah. Always trying to learn new things. Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, nope. All right. That ain't working. I mean, could I just like do this? No, because it's not even. Damn it. Okay. Okay, that is so much better. Okay. Okay, that one did nothing. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. Oof. Oof, oof. Later, Blue Fox. Thanks for stopping by. Get some of my dust off of it. Yeah, totally agree. Okay. All right, chat, this is on. So I'm just gonna let that portion dry and then I'm gonna probably do the other. Damn it. That was scary. All right. All right, that's fine. That's still on there. Are you okay with just this one clamp? Okay, you are separating up there. I need 12 more hands, please. Oh my God, this wheel is driving me nuts. Okay, how can I brace this? I need some sort of flat thing to be able to put around it to seal this down. If I do that, watch as a woman struggles with clamps. Nope, I demand you get there. Yes. You've gapped the fuck out of that. Oh, but hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, I have gapped the fuck out of that, but what if I try something, chat? Masking tape? Oh my God, you're right. I should be using masking tape. I'm an idiot. Okay, chat. This is my monstrosity of clamps to get this boat to go. No. Okay, one of the things that we're gapping caused a big old gap on this side. Okay, it's because they're pulling. I see. I think it's pulling. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, that's better, although I'm slipping. Okay, that's fine. Now, if I just put a little bit of pressure here, maybe, baby. Yes, yes, yes. No. Yes. Gently. The problem is I need it actually on this side. Oh my God, it's just twisting on me. Please stop twisting on me. Arrgh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. I don't think the masking tape is gonna help in this instant. Like, I understand. It's not holding it in place. It's actually getting it pressed down. I need this side to press down more. Maybe I just let it be. Maybe I just try to get it as centered as possible. I shift it then immediately because I am so smart. Okay. Centered as possible. Just go down, straight.
I'm trying to figure out what that noise was.
It is me, Mario. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me for a second? Can you assist me for a second? I just need some assistance with bracing something so that I can get a clamp on it properly. Okay, that's not the thing that I needed you to brace.
But I have the clamp on it.
I understand. Okay. Can you hold? This is down. That just needs to be held down for a second. And actually, can you flip it
Upside down?
No, I just want you to turn, no. Look over for a second. It should be on there well enough. I just want you to hold it that way. Okay. Okay. I see. Do we have a deeper one potentially?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is deeper. Okay, I think the problem was mega clamp. No, this one. Okay.
Mucho clampo.
Mucho clampo. Okay, that, yes, and it even has a groove for the wheel.
Press that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just squeezing.
Okay. I'm still holding.
Yep, I was getting myself. Can you grab the top of the, thank you. I think that'll do. There's like a little bit of a gap there, but I think I can gap fill it. Okay, we're gonna use the mega clamp. All right, that is gonna be it for me, because the orcs are basically done. I want to rehearse a little bit for my intro, outro, and the stuff I need to record. Yeah, I know, I needed CC to come for my rescue, as he often does, because he is the best around. All right, I am hungry, which is partially why I'm being a little silly, because I can feel my tummy growling and it's going, Angela, feed me. And I'm like, okay, I will. Just calm down. Hold on. Wait a moment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go eat. I will be back tomorrow. We'll probably be working a little more on the orc ship. I might do, depending on how my filming goes and how like I'm doing, I might work on this myself, like on my own, off camera, a little bit this evening. But at minimum, we'll probably be back with this tomorrow, because I would really like to get the orc ship built. I don't know if it'll be painted this ORC-Tober, but it's definitely going to get built this ORC-Tober. So that is my plan. But I know I have a lot of other things. God, I still have a whole ass bag of shit to connect to it. So that's what we'll keep working on. You know, maybe I'll just prep all of my pieces. They're pretty easy to find. They don't seem to be that hard to identify. So I don't think keeping them on their sprues necessarily is the greatest thing for me right now. I could just take it off, especially since I really want to get this thing built. It's been sitting in this box for ages. So I'm like, I want it out of the box. I want it to be sitting elsewhere so that I can see it and go, man, that ship looks really cool. I should paint that. Because I think that would be really, really fun. So that is gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll be back in the shop tomorrow to continue working on my orc warship. I will wrap up the very small amount that I have left on these guys, probably tomorrow as well, just to get that blue and green done. That gives me something to do in the between when this is having to dry. But yeah, I think we had a very productive stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble about a variety of different things, including complaining that I didn't get properly sponsored. How rude of them. What a silly agency. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great hobby night, everybody. I've been Angela. Bye.